Hello everyone, I'm back again for the next round, round 4. This is going to be probably the most difficult one when it comes to concentration, but I think we're doing pretty good here. Our car is actually like one of the best cars. So right now on the leaderboards I'm about 16th. It's not too bad representation for this car. Go to the top, I'd say it's the BMW that's the best. Then we have a Supra, and like a R8, which is a very good time for Killian. That R8 is good, but I don't think it's as good as the Supra or the BMW. So we're on like a 756.5. It's not too bad. I think the last few days I've been struggling a little bit to get on the game. Just the last round wasn't amazing for us, but as well my timing was a bit annoying when it came to practicing this event. So I started practicing this on Thursday. Normally I like to go on Wednesday evening after the race and practice the next round, but I decided I probably needed some rest, so I just went to bed and then got up. And then in the evening I did some on Thursday. So this track is a very long track. It's about an 8-minute track on average. So it's really difficult to get everything right, and there's a load of difficult corners that if you just clip a curb or do anything wrong, you can lose a few tenths. That's kind of what's happening here when it comes to me in 16th and let's say the next Supra, the best Supra, which is Morimoto. It's extremely good time. He did that very early in the week. When I came onto leaderboard, his time was already there. So I think I'd worked out, just from my pace, I think my current lap is I'm missing about 7 or 8 tenths worth of consistency. So I just went back through my lap and I'm just looking at places where I made mistakes. So there equates to definitely over half a second worth of mistakes. And maybe the other like 2-3 tenths are probably just in track knowledge and commitment, I'd say. Because there's a lot of places that you can gain time, but it's just really hard and you just need to find out where that is. When it comes to places that you're not thinking you're making mistakes, like there's a lot of places, there's a load of things you need to do, what part of the track to be on, what kind of inputs, and it is quite a tricky track to get right. So let's go to the chat and let's see this. Let's see who's in. Richie, hello, thank you for joining. Here as always. Severy, thank you. How are you today? Jackson is here. Thank you very much, Jackson. Thanks for the good luck message. Good luck to you if you're racing tonight or if you're just watching. Thank you for your support. You're heading out after 6. That's no problem, Richie. Hopefully we'll be around done by 6. I'd like to do this in one round because I think the car is good. But then again, it mightn't go our way because it is a very long lap, so we're going to have to do a good one. Ian, thanks for joining. Here as always as well. Moomin, thank you very much for joining. Good luck, Dak. Enjoy the race. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy it. It's probably going to be the longest race in the calendar, I think, just because if you include the qualifying, it does take a bit of time. The qualifying is about a 15-minute qualifier, so it is going to be a big outlap, and it's going to be a very slow one because if you go too quick, you'll just ruin your tires. So it is going to be a difficult one to get right. Make sure your tires are good by the start of the lap. Flash Dagger, thanks for joining. Thanks for the good luck message. Thank you very much. OPM CMT. Lenny says good luck. Thank you. Tell Lenny I said thanks for her support. Oh, Yari's in as well. Thank you, Yari, for joining. If you're racing today, I hope you have a good one and get some good results. Thank you, Severy, for the good luck message. Thank you very much. Okay, let me just practice a little bit. We don't have enough for a full lap, but I already did some practice before this. I did one quick lap, and we did a 7:56.7, so about only 2/10 after doing one lap. Normally in other tracks, I'd be like 4 or 5 tenths down after a single lap. It just shows that I probably haven't maximized my time here, just because it is such a long lap, and it's really hard once you get out of the GP section. Once you get out of the GP section, it is quite difficult. So I've been practicing just the GP section for the last few laps, just because the GP section is a little bit difficult. Some of the lines I find I struggle a little bit on. Surprisingly, when I get onto the Nürburgring, it doesn't seem to be too bad for me. So 0.108, it's not the worst, but definitely I've done much better. I think you just need to be consistent throughout the whole lap. Doesn't really matter if you do anything like minor. As long as you stay on the track, you might be in with a chance. Some of these corners are hard. That corner I have to lift a little bit on the brakes. To cut the grass there as well, because you just want to have a straight line. You can go around and keep all tires on the tarmac, but you do lose a little bit of time. That corner, shifting up to 6 and taking it flat out, seems to be the best way to do it from what I've worked out. But it is risky though, because you can lose a lot of time if you go off the track, or else if you dip a wheel in the grass. It becomes tricky then to gain the time back. Okay, that one's difficult as well. You need to roll that a little bit more. Just trying to use all the track. Okay. Let's have fun and let's try get a good result. Okay. First of all, points 435. Doesn't look like a lot of people are doing this race. Get the right tires, nice. Who do we have? Any competitors? Everyone here is going to be a competitor, so we're going to have to just do a really good lap. But in terms of cars, I think me and Knife have the best car. Then you're thinking maybe the Mercedes. Oh, there's another Supra as well. So probably something like the Mercedes. Or the Calcer and the BRZ is pretty good. But the BRZ is pretty poor on the straight, so ideally if you were on the last lap and if you were behind the BRZ within a second, you'd probably be in a pretty good position. Alright, so this is going to be a one lapper. We're just going to take this really slow. Reason being is because the tire is going to be really poor if we actually try push. So you can see our tyres in the bottom left, that big white, those 4 white lines. Don't want to see any red. If we get too much red, that's going to be bad for our lap. So we're going to have to be careful. And towards the end of the lap, what we're going to do is we're just going to warm it up by doing some more aggressive driving. Because we don't want to have totally cool tires. It's such an interesting way to do a qualifying lap. Normally you're always going flat out just to warm those tyres up very quickly, but just with the tyre wear we can't really do that at the moment. As you can see, there's a slight bit of wear on the left front. Just want to watch the rears as well, so we're not really shifting or accelerating very aggressively either. So I've tested this in the lobby. The lobby seems to be a lot worse, so our tyres are holding on a bit better. Already I can tell. There's one driver out front on the map in the top right. And he's probably just taking it a little bit faster. Maybe just wanted to keep a more consistent wear on the tyre to keep it warm. You can drive it a bit faster, but it really just depends whether the car will still drive good or bad. We're just going to go past because I actually just want a bit of space, to be honest. Don't really want to be in a group of a lot of cars in case if I have too much pace, we'll probably just catch them because like a second gap is like pretty much nothing on this track. So if you catch them, your lap may be over, like especially if they're not in the best car. So we just nice gap in front of us, which is good. So if we can just make sure we kind of have a piece of track in front of us, like maybe a few seconds, we'll be able to do something with it, I think. I think if we can get through the GP circuit pretty well, I think we have a good chance of getting a really fast lap. So we're looking for any time under 8 minutes. Preferably, I'd say maybe a 58 or 59 would be good. Just get a bit more space. We've got still 6 minutes to cross the line, so we're in no rush. So this will be the only lap though, so if we make a mistake, there's nothing we can do about it. Alright, let's go. 11.2, that's not terrible since we have a little bit of tyre wear. Okay, that's a little bit rough. Okay, that's quite good. I don't want to catch digit. Okay, that could have been a bit better, but still, keeping on track's more important. Pretty good. Not great, we got caught in a bit of traffic. Good exit. Okay, 0.95, it's not too bad. I can live with that. I wanted a 58, but yeah, no, the traffic put me off a little bit, so I actually don't think that's a bad result. Just see how the Supras get on. It's a pretty complete lap, to be honest, though. I mean, we could have went like a second quicker, I think, with some mistakes, but I mean, it was pretty clean, I think, for the whole lap. Oh my god, 7 minutes of waiting time. So if someone just bails out or doesn't finish the lap, man, we're waiting 7 minutes. Okay, we beat Knife, 2 seconds. Not too bad. Oh wow, that's a pretty good time. Pretty good. Damn, maybe our lap was just was actually pretty decent. Hold on. Okay. So that's everyone. Okay, so that's first. Okay, let's go on mediums because I just feel mediums is best at the start. Just so you know, Digit was fine. I mean, I'm not going to lose time just because it's behind him. Like, they'd have no slipstream on for these type of race or the qualifying. But just him being in the way, you could tell like I can't really push anymore. So yeah. Still though, we managed to get around him without having to bump him or anything. If we had to bump him, that could have been really annoying. I believe this is split 2. We could have been in split 1, I think, the very top split, but I feel like there's so many good cars in that I feel like we just wouldn't get a good position here. Okay. I just need to perform, let's not do anything silly. I won this race last year. Last year was in split 3 because that was the very first race. Unfortunately, we didn't get too many points for that round. Reason being that our driver's rating was so low before the actual season started. Because I do so much of my practice in the morning, so trying to get all the DR, which is where you get it at night, it's quite difficult for me. Let's go, first pole position of the season so far. Should have been pole position on the first round. Okay, Robert Kubica inspired livery, nice. That one's funny. Okay, starting on mediums. I wonder what everyone else will start on. Now we just need to get through turn 1. If we can do that, we should be fine. All we got to do there is just drive good and just defend where we need to. There will be a bit of dirty air, so this is good for us. Because now in the race they do have that on. Okay. So let's see what the OP Supra can do. Hopefully we can get a win. But we're probably going to pit lap 2. Because pit lap 3. Oh my god, I got scared. I was like, why the hell did they give us no fuel? But no, that actually is a calculator. It will go up more and more. We shouldn't have to fuel save it, I believe. We'll check it though. And if we do, it's probably like 0.1 of a lap. I believe the Italian behind is probably on the soft tyre. Just let him go. Because we don't really want to battle too much here either. Just need to watch the dirty air because that can catch us out. Oh, mistake already. We don't want any of those. Just need to watch for Paul Ura behind us, very good Spanish driver. Just lift a bit. You can take that flat out in the softs, but there is no real need. No point risking it. Piece of grass there, don't want to touch that. It's very easy to have an accident there. It's another one of those difficult corners where you can light up the rears and spin, so just watch that one. One thing we don't have in the time trial is lack of grip, so we're gonna have to watch some of these exits so we don't floor it and spin. A bit slow there. Very easy to exit the carousel and actually go over it, so we don't want to do that. That corner is a little bit tricky because going over that crest and making sure your car doesn't go flying. Okay, we gained a little bit of time, not really sure why. So our fuel load looking a little, just a slight bit light. Now on the simulations I've done, it shows I shouldn't really need to fuel save, but we will if we have to. Now let's see this big train behind, see what they're going to do about that. This is where we gain a lot of time. Maybe a similar problem to, let's say, last race. Our fuel load makes us slightly slower actually compared to other cars, I believe. Cut this tight. Nice rotation. Should we stay on the track? I'll make the mistake our Italian friend made here. Just shifting on the grass just so we can not have to spin. It's probably the easiest way to do that. That's perfect. Barely had to lift there. Our right wheel's on top of the curb all the way. And you can see we're going to gain a good bit from that. Nice, okay. Okay, that internet is not looking good. I don't know why. The whole server looks like it's about to die. That's more like it. Okay, so far looks like we're getting through the difficult corners. So a lot of these traction slash dodgy corners with curves on them. Okay, nicely done. Okay, just clip that curb again. It's one of the characteristics that I find with this car. Still not really going to do any major damage, so it's all that really matters to me. Okay, these laps have been done very nicely so far. Nothing major, just very simplistic. So we got Knife. He's gone into third, so I expected stuff like this because I think the Supra just seems to be the best car. Okay, so now we have enough fuel. Looks good. So Calcer and the Subaru going in early, which I expect, because he's got superior tyre wear. Not displaying great pace, but I'm not really concerned about that, to be honest. Just past that dodgy corner again. I'm not so sure what's happening with the game. The game does this a lot, but not this much. Like, all the internet's gone a bit weird. Okay, just lifted a bit more there because we have a bit more tyre wear. So we'll take the damages. Dodgy corner. Yes, no grass. Just a few corners I know which catch me now. That's another dodgy corner, just beat that one. Because those curves are deadly. Seems to be consistent enough. This lap in general is maybe even, so I think with the last one, because it's the ratio between tyre wear and fuel load. That's another dodgy one. Okay, got you that one a bit better. Okay, all the way on the limit there. You can see the competitors behind. Wonder how close they are. Okay, looks like Paul Ura has a bit of a gap. Not sure though, nor should I really be worried. So this is going to be the pit lap. That's all we gotta do. Looking to be higher than 40%, that's what we need on the fuel. Okay, pit for softs, no fuel, we don't need it. Okay. Nothing to see here so far, let's keep it that way. Nice braking. Let's get this set of tyres warmed up. These corners should be a bit easier now that we have more grip, but if we take them faster we may get unlucky, so we'll have to be careful. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, getting through these. Time's looking okay. Extend the gap a little bit more in the slipstream, or sorry, not in the slipstream, in the open space, as our car does have a better top speed than Paul Euro's Mazda. Okay, these softs are feeling much better. This has been a pretty decent lap so far. Our fuel looks good too. Little lift. No need to push too much. So we need about 20%, 21% over the line. That'd be nice. And we have that. Okay, let's just keep it clean. Okay, let's just get through this corner again. Nice. That one is a bit scruffy, but doesn't have to be great. It just has to be in a straight line. Okay, so obviously we're up on the timing board, but let's just not pay attention to that, because it just doesn't mean anything. That's the dangerous piece of grass there. Thanks, internet, for fixing yourself. Okay, that's our first, I'd say, proper mistake. We just went a little bit deep. Getting through that nicely. See the Subaru with its terrible straight line speed. A few more corners to go. Okay. One section of corners to go. 4% of fuel left. That should be enough. Let's just not make a mistake. There we have it, man. We've done it. First win of the season, let's go. Let's get it. Back-to-back years winning the same race. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's turn the chat on because I never do that. So let's turn it on now that we're finished. Thank you, Greyrock, and thanks for joining. Baz, thanks for joining as well. Thank you very much, Movement, for your support. Severy, thank you. Baz, again, thanks for all your progress, or your very nice emotes with 3 trophies. Thank you, Ian. And Baz, again. No, we are not going again. We take that. So looks like we got the triple crown here, guys. So I think we got every accomplishment we could have got there. Fastest lap, win, and the qualifying. I'm going to say thanks to Paul Ura because he did an extremely good job. Really quick in that car. We're going to save the replay. Thanks, Ava. Thank you very much. DG Harty, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Moomin. Thank you, Lewis. I think for that race, all I had to do was if I could just get on pole and I could kind of just avoid the Supras, we could probably get a really good result because all we had to do was just keep it very, very safe. We didn't really push any of those laps, we just kind of did the basics. Can't really do much more, especially for the position we're in. Was Lewis in this race or was he in a different race? Or did he race? Did you race, Lewis? How did you get on? Wait, you're driving the Citroen, aren't you? Yes, big deck in the chat, Grey Rock. Double power, that's why we win these things. Yeah. Well, so we saved the replay, we'll go watch it. And it's probably not going to be a lot to see, to be honest, because we didn't really get any battles. Okay, let's leave. Thought we'd get more points, to be honest, but pretty much the standard is probably a little bit lower. Towards the end of the season, the points get a little lower as well. So it's still a really good points. Let's just look at this. Just unfortunate. If we could have done something like this on the first race, I think we did a really bad job in the first race. We had great pace, but for some reason in the qualifying we just couldn't get a really good effort at it. Kept making like a single mistake. But in general, other than that round, I think our qualifying has been exceptional this season. We seem to be always getting in front, especially in the first rounds or whenever we need to. So let's see what happened to Bertani. Yeah, so I suspected he was on the soft tires, and I could just tell by how close he was for so long until he passed me out. So we'll just skip. First of all, I just wanted to make it difficult, and I know at this point I was going to make it awkward, so I just kind of backed out because I pretty much knew at this point he had the upper hand on the tires, so for me fighting doesn't really make any sense, where I could just get pushed off the track, and then I'd probably just lose a good few positions and probably the win as well. Good recovery drive from Knife though. He started in P4, P5. So good job from him. So just see what happened here. Has he smashed the brakes and kind of slid? That's probably what happened. Yeah, something like that anyways. Oh no! Okay, he's made a double error there. So he's just had a bit of a nightmare there, and then he's made it somehow even worse. And that's a really common thing to do, especially if you're on the grass. people were already with penalties. Surprisingly, we didn't get a single penalty. Normally, it's quite easy to get penalties here. Then again, I also think it depends on the car as well. I feel like some cars are more prone to penalties than others. I feel like the Toyota just rotates really well. So like if you can just like kind of put it in between the lines, you're not really grabbing the track, you're not trying to force it too much. It rotates very nicely at these high speeds, so especially when we were at the front, we didn't have to push it to anything, so there's no real need to be going that far out looking for extra time. So we'll just see what happens in this battle, I guess, because we're not really doing anything. Okay, see what happened here. Oh no. Big error there. Oh no, what happened there? Yeah, okay, that's not amazing there. Where did Kelso start? Okay, P9. And I think he's just in the undercut, hasn't he? And he started on softs, has he? No, mediums, okay, so he just pitted a lap earlier. So after one lap, his tyres look fine. On the final lap. Where is he? Sorry, I passed him. Yeah, so his tyres look quite good. Thank you, Flash. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching as well. Okay, so tyre wear. Yeah, his tyres look quite good, Calster. We crossed the line. 8015 actually was quite a decent attempt. Weren't really trying to push that lap, and we still did a pretty decent lap. Knife had quite good tyres. We seemed to do a bit more damage in the rears. He was a bit more conservative. And Calcer has great tyres. Okay, let's go watch this battle. Oh, what the hell happened here? How many people's in this battle? Okay. Where did Osetti finish, Flash? There's no way Osetti won the race. Surely he didn't win. Oh, he finished first. Wow, okay. Osetti is a different beast though, man, because he's in a car that is just not the best car. And he's just still doing that. Like, I don't know how he's doing that. It's crazy, man. I seen him when I was at the World Tour in Japan, man. He was just destroying the competition, like, and he was out in front. He's just such a good front runner. Everyone is just going off the track. Oh my god. Oh, what a lunge. Oh, that's not going to be a great finish. That's going to be frustrating for a few people there. But there's nothing really to look at, to be honest. I'm just kind of looking around and I'm just like, there's not really anything I can look at, because there's nothing we really were doing that was entertaining. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the last of the RSR, Ian, because the new one's coming to the game, I think, next week. I think it's been revealed. And yeah, so that's probably going to be the stream, guys, because I don't really know if there's anything else I can show. Because, yeah. All I'm saying, I think Saturdays are way better for me, because I feel like when I'm racing on the weekdays, I always feel like there's some problem or there's some complication. I think on the weekdays I don't rest enough, so I feel like when I'm on Wednesday doing, let's say, like a 6 hour, let's say I only sleep 6 hours on a Tuesday night, like I go to bed on Tuesday and I wake up 6 hours sleep at 5:30 in the morning going to the gym. I mean, compared to like a 10-hour today, I went to the gym today, but I did a 10-hour sleep, well, about 9.5 hours last night. Got up about 10, compared to getting 6 hours on a Tuesday night, sleeping on a Tuesday into Wednesday, waking up at 5:30. That's almost like a 10-hour deficit of rest. So that could be a part of my reason, because both my bad rounds have been on Wednesdays. Although the last one wasn't really a bad round because I can kind of use that as a skip. But definitely the first round we struggled on. We can just work out the whole getting the perfect amount of rest and getting all those other things around the racing like in a good position, then we'll probably succeed a little bit more. Because I felt very comfortable in that race. Probably the most comfortable I've ever had in any World Series qualifier race. So that's probably gonna be the stream, guys. I'm gonna end it there. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you guys on Wednesday, because that probably will help us recover some points. We'll see how everyone else goes, but I'll see you then, guys. Thanks.